Greetings everyone, WolfinZ here. It's no secret that I love Sam and Max, the 6-foot-tall dog detective guy, and his hyper-rabbity little buddy have had their fair share of adventures. From the comic books, video games, and a short-lived but highly underrated cartoon series. Seriously, it's free on Tubi. Check it out.
It's a plain old itty-bitty earth roach, and he's packing heat.
I don't like the look on his face. It's cold, calculated, almost inhuman.
Now, Sam and Max are well known by sweaty comic nerds and gamers, but when it comes to a casual audience, they have no clue who these two are. To them, Max is just that guy you occasionally see on an emo kid's t-shirt, and he also has a really expensive hat in TF2.
Oh fuck, okay. I didn't know I had that mod on!
And if you own this hat, you will get daily messages from random people who want to trade. Please stop. Now, despite the years-long gaps in between games and media in general, the Sam and Max fandom is pretty strong, and one of the nicest groups I have been a part of on the internet. They really put the Sonic community to shame. Despite this, there is still one mystery on our minds, and my mind especially. The guy who voiced Max the most, arguably, doesn't exist.
I'd like to mention my pal Sam, and something that happened the other day. Yeah, it's gonna be bitchin'! This can only end in violence. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. And the Chupacabra, Madre de Dios, he'll kill us all!
The year is 2006. It has been 13 years since the last Sam & Max game. Hit the Road was a huge hit. Sequels were greenlit, but it seems like the franchise had a curse, with every sequel being canned. Thanks, LucasArts.
I hope there was nobody on that bus. Nobody we know, at least.
A new studio, Telltale, finally got the rights to make a new game based off these two, and the entire fate of the company is riding on it. They are huge Sam and Max fans, and they want to do the duo justice. The most important part of these games is the characters and the humor, so getting the voices right is uber important. For whatever reason, they didn't go with the original game's voice actors. Maybe they weren't available, or Telltale wanted to go with a fresh take on Sam and Max. Or maybe they simply couldn't afford them. Kind of ironic considering Telltale's fate.
Spare change, ma'am.
David Nolan was cast as Sam, and he is my absolute favorite version of this character.
Hey, an ace. An extra card up your sleeve never hurts.
Except when the other guy catches you with it and decides to riddle every inch of your body with high-caliber bullets and then dump your mutilated corpse in an empty field.
Yeah, except then.
He really captures his laid-back attitude, but is also fantastic in some of the more emotional scenes. He really gives Sam soul, which is ironic considering us furries don't have souls. For those of you who don't know, Sam & Max Season 1, also known as Save the World these days, started the franchise in a new direction called episodic gaming. Instead of having one long story, the game was split up into 6 episodes, a couple hours each, with their own story. Usually there is a recurring theme, and the plot ties together in the last episode. This is the formula the series would use from now on.
Follow simple rudimentary instructions!
Well, except for the VR game, but come on, VR games don't really count. One thing that is really weird about episode 1 when replaying is that Max has a different voice actor than the rest of the season.
Surely the local lawbreakers must miss our esoteric brand of personalized criminal justice.
Where'd you put the cheese, Max?
Gosh, it was hours ago. You know I have the memory of a dried trout.
Take that, you law-breaking dairy products.
Sam, no! The cheese was innocent!
Andrew Chaikin, who does a fine job but always sounds a little weird to me, probably because he only voices Max in a sixth of the game and never played the character again. Andrew had to back out of the role in 2006 due to health reasons. Thankfully he is okay now and went on to voice a couple characters in Season 3, aka The Devil's Playhouse. Okay, so you are Telltale Games, and it's time for you to work on episode 2. The voice actor for one of your two main characters had to call out. What do? You can't cancel. You have already put up too much money and time, and fans wouldn't take it after LucasArts canceled the 04 game. Maybe for the better. Naturally, you hire another voice actor. This is where William Casten comes into play. The man, the myth. No, he really is a myth. William is the voice actor for Max for all 3 seasons of the Telltale games, and Poker Night at the Inventory. A little gem lost to time.
How about you, heavy weapons guy? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're a vodka guy.
Peach Bellini, but bubbles can give me headache.
William Casten is a man who, by every sense of the words, does not exist. When it comes to all the other voice actors in the series, you can find an interview or a profile photo or something. William only has an IMDb page, and his only credits are for Sam and Max and a couple of Lego shorts. I looked into it, and I don't think this is the same guy, and that this is just coincidental.
Time to eat bacon. Time to eat bacon.
It would be weird to take a 9-year-long gap from acting only to return with a low-grade Lego animation. But hey, if it is him, money is money, and you can't blame a guy for his hustle.
What's the fine for a broken taillight?
Why, isn't it $10,000?
Now, he has no voice acting credit before Sam and Max, and actually voices a few characters, including Jurgen.
I am Jurgen. I am not surprised you don't know me. No one truly knows me.
And a radio announcer, showing that he has a great vocal range, but also making it more difficult to identify what really is his voice.
Interrupt this program for a breaking news bulletin. Officials for the city's $700 million lottery jackpot drawing have announced that there is one winning ticket, sold to unemployed and somewhat pathetic Molopolis resident Harry Molman.
Side note, did you know the original voice actor for Sam, Bill Farmer, also voices Goofy?
Hello!
What's puzzling about this is, why is it a mystery in the first place? Why is it so hard to tell if this man exists? Did he get involved with the mob? The cartel?
You unzip, you go to the urinal, and you touch yourself.
Telltale has gone out of their way to make sure this stays a mystery. When asked if William Casten was real, their response was, he is real enough. Even David Nolan, the voice of Sam, doesn't recall meeting him when interviewed by Sam and Max UK, a great fan site. Did you ever get to meet with William Casten, the voice of Max? Perhaps to bounce ideas off each other? There were times when some of the voice actors would be leaving as others would be coming in, but there was never enough time to sit down and discuss what was going on. That's kind of a bummer, because it means the voice actors for these two never sat down and actually talked. This mystery sure is confusing. Sadly, this is where the cold hard fact ends and the fan theories begin. Now, many including myself believe that the name William Casten is a pseudonym, and not the voice actor's real name. Now, there isn't any solid proof for this, and the name sounds real enough, but it would be strange if an actor with a great vocal range and a resume with dozens of hours of work would go on to never use their talent again. Some theorists, including myself, believe that Casten was a pseudonym used by a professional voice actor. Maybe it was someone else who worked on the game and didn't want to be credited for doing so much work. Or maybe it was someone who didn't like video games and didn't want to be credited. There is no proof of any of this, so I'm just speaking out of my ass.
You fool! You've touched off his speech center!
Speech center? I always thought Max had a cream center.
Of course, it could always be a programmer or writer at Telltale who was pretty good at voice acting and liked the character, but just didn't want to be credited, or didn't want to do voice work in other games. It's up in the air. What makes this even more confusing is in 2013, when Max was recast with a sound-alike. Casten's take on Max was so popular with fans that when he became unavailable for mysterious reasons, they hired a sound-alike, David Boat. Now, David Boat does a fine job, but it's not really fair to compare him to Casten.
My hero!
Knock it off, Max. You don't even like, whatever gender that is.
Call me.
Casten's take on Max was just so iconic, and mine and many others' favorite. And to hear an imposter is just a little weird. But what puzzles me the most is why Casten was unavailable. Was he sick? Was he even a real person to begin with? Maybe it was the character of Max himself. Maybe he is real, and he chose not to return because he was too busy eating cheese or running the White House or something.
This election reminds me of a droll story. It seems Chester A. Arthur and the Pope were kayaking down the Amazon one day. Suddenly, a tiny kangaroo fish swims up the Pope's and lodges itself in his. Arthur grabs the Pope's pliers and swelled up like a melon. And the Pope says, "Thanks! Last time that happened, McKinley wanted to."
Okay, so I know this ending is a little anticlimactic, because this is still an open mystery without much proof for any of these theories, and trust me, I have been reading through decade-old Telltale forums like a vulture. But at the end of the day, it's William Casten's choice to remain hidden, and we should respect that. That's why I only support using publicly available info. Nobody should harass or annoy members of Telltale or any of the voice actors. I just want to appreciate this mysterious man's work. His version of Max will always be the best in my eyes, having the best comedic timing and even the most character growth in the entire series. William, wherever you are, and whoever you are, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the countless hours of entertainment. Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. Anyways, gamers, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was fun diving into a mystery, and very satisfying to make a video about Sam and Max, a duo I could geek out about for hours. Now, originally, a video called Top 6 Scariest Enemies in Gaming was supposed to come out, but I accidentally deleted a lot of the footage, so it's been moved to next month. Anyways, I love making these videos, and thank you for watching until the end. Please like and share with your friends if you can. I want to upload more, but I'm starting college, so I will just upload as much as I can. I love you guys, thanks for watching, rock on, and wolf out.